till our kidneys fail. You can tell me that you want me, and I can think about betrayal. You can leave me thinking, drinking all night, 'cause that's when shoppers rain. I don't know if I'm coming, and I don't know if I'm going, and I don't know if I'm staying tonight. Let's get a table by the window, beneath the shadow Cherry Mound, and I can tell you all my problems. Yeah, you can try to hold them down. This seems a trivial pursuit now, but it's the only game in town. Well, you don't know if you're coming, and you don't know if you're going, and you don't know where you're staying tonight. You won't talk about it, but I know there's something wrong. Though I ain't done nothing, I know that's what I've done wrong. 'Cause something really sucks tonight. There's a letter I can't open, and there's a song that I can't write, and there's a book that I can't put down. Here comes another sleepless night. Well, sure I'd love to work it all out, but I guess I'm not that bright. 'Cause I don't know if I'm coming, and I don't know if I'm going, and I don't know where I'm staying tonight. Yeah, 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 tonight. Da, 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 tonight. Tonight, 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 tonight.
Good morning, everyone. It's Glenn Kellaway coming to you from the basement. Today, I want to talk about one of my favorite bands and wave a Canadian flag for the lowest of the low. Please bear with me. Watch this video. Check this band out. They're incredible. I've got so much respect for these guys. They did it their own way, going back to the 80s and 90s. They could have signed with major labels, and they didn't want to. They wanted to do it as an indie band, and they did it. And they are an incredible band. And I just want to talk a little bit about them, showcase a bit of their music, and I hope I turn somebody on to the lowest of the low, because they're incredible. They're from Toronto, Ontario, my hometown. Their big album is Shakespeare My Butt, that came out in the 90s. This album actually ended up being created from a bunch of demos they did, and they ended up making cassettes and CDs, I think, and everything out of it, and sold a few thousand copies. Then they disbanded. This is going back to probably mid 90s, late 90s. I think they disbanded in maybe 97 or something like that. Then got back together in 2000 and realized that since they'd been away, this album had grown in stature and people missed them when they were gone. Now this album is on the list of the top 100 albums of all time made by Canadian artists. So I mean, it's in the company of Harvest and Blue and Leonard Cohen albums and band albums, and I mean, this is in big company, and it deservedly so. It's a great album, full of great hooks, great lyrics, great vocals, great songs. Fantastic album. The one you just heard is called Just About the Only Blues. I'm going to play a few more tracks off of these albums. They've got two recent albums out. One, their last studio album is called Agit Pop. It's fantastic. It's basically a pop album. Ron Hawkins is the singer-songwriter in the band, and he's got a great voice. He's got great stage presence. He's a fantastic writer. His his lyrics are always interesting. They're playful and intelligent, and just he's an awesome guy and great stage presence. Really, real talent, unbelievable. The whole band is talented, and anyway, they like I said, they were kind of away for a few years. Came back in 2000. Discovered to their surprise that the legend had grown in their absence and that they had an eager, ready-made audience to return to. Even stretching across the border in northern U.S., you know where they're huge? In Buffalo. Buffalo is a huge pocket of Lowest of the Low fans. They go down there all the time and play and sell out venues. It's a great love story down there. They paused again the band in 2007 and resurrected it again in 2010. Now, in the meantime, through all these pauses and interruptions, Ron Hawkins had all kinds of bands. He did his own solo albums. He did with a band called the Rusty Nails. I can't remember some of the other projects, but he's busy. He's very prolific. Like I know, talking to one of the guys in the band, they said that Ron's like just a songwriting machine. They just pour out of him, and I've not heard a song with weak lyrics on any of their albums. Ron is a great songwriter. Anyway, so they got back together in 2010. They did a remastered 20th anniversary issue of Shakespeare My Butt, and have been together ever since. So let's get into some of the music. Like I said, Shakespeare My Butt, first album. Some of these I have on CD. Next is, I believe, I could be wrong. These are the next two albums, Sordid Fiction and Hallucinogenia. I'm not sure. I think this was the second one, and this is the one after that. They did an earlier live album. This is called Nothing Short of a Bullet, Lowest of the Low. Their live performances are great. They have a certain amount of, I would say, crowd favorites and sing-alongs, and they're awesome. It's just an amazing band. After that, they put out this album here. It's called Do the Right Now, which is a great album too. I wish I could get up to my CD player and play that one. Then after Do the Right Now, they signed with Warner Brothers, their first major label signing. And I saw an interview with Ron Hawkins where he said he sent a letter. I guess the president of Warner Brothers, who was over in charge of all the artists and that, said, send me some kind of a letter or some kind of a thing we can use for advertising, for marketing. And Ron sent him a letter that said, finally the major label has gotten down on their knees and begged Lois Little Low to sign, kind of a thing. He made it sound like Lois Little Low were waiting for the label to come to them. So it was pretty funny, and they ended up using that in the marketing campaign to keep keep that image that they're kind of an indie band, very independent artists. And so they released that album, Do the Right Now, 2017, signed with Warner Brothers in 2018, and immediately produced a box set called Shakespeare My Box. Now, I would kill to have this box set, but I don't have it. It has their complete catalog of albums in it, LPs, and I think there was only like 250 copies of these produced. And it also has some outtakes and some stuff, that unreleased stuff. It would be a grail for me. I'll get it one day. Then they released Agit Pop, which Ron Hawkins says is their best album. I love it. It's fantastic. Unfortunately, because this is on Warner Brothers, I can't play any cuts from it. And recently, in the last few months, they released this, recorded in 2019, and then kind of worked on through COVID and everything. They released a live album at two historic venues in Toronto, one the Horseshoe Tavern and one is called Lee's Palace. If you're from Toronto, you know both those music venues very well. These albums are fantastic. Great live album. I understand they're in the studio working on another album as we speak. And now I'm going to shut my mouth and I'm going to play some Lois Little Low cuts for you. This next one is called Salesmen, Cheats, and Liars. Okay, Salesmen, Cheats, and Liars. Next, I'm going to play one of my favorite love songs. It's called Subversives. I love the lyrics in this song. There's one line where he says, remember that I know who's your favorite pogue. I just think that's such a cool line. Let's enjoy that for a sec while I tune it up here. This is Subversives. Beautiful lyrics.
There's something subversive about you and me, 'cause there's a market value on love. We're getting something for free. I don't know why, but when we're apart, something makes me wanna start setting fires and kicking down doors. I hope we never have to resort to dividing what is mine and what is yours. There's something coercive about the way some people smile, wide open as if to say, come on in and browse a while. And sometimes when your resistance is low, remember that I know who's your favorite poet. There's a place in my soul where no one else can adore you. And like the poet soldier says, I would spill my blood for you. There's nothing conclusive in this whole world, 'cause flags can change and martyrs die, and there's many towns left to burn. But somewhere between there and here, for one night hold me near and sing my shallow tears. And we'll drink but not to forget, but to remember instead all our happy years.
That was Subversives. I'm going to play one more cut for you. One of my favorite songs on the album. It's called Bleed a Little While Tonight. My stomach anyway, and I forget about you if I could dare, but I just wanna make love to you in some dark way street somewhere. I want you there. All the same to you. hope I turned you guys onto this band. I am so passionate about them. Amazing band. Please check them out. Lowest of the Low. Start with Shakespeare My Butt, and I'm sure it's readily available. Check out Agit Pop. I wish I could have played some tunes from that. It's a fantastic album. The live album Taverns and Palaces is so good. And if they ever come to your town, check them out. Great live band too. Everybody have a great day.